Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we are talking about NFTs because are we finally seeing the end of the NFT craze? I kind of hope so. This is interesting. Here's what's going on now. It's coming from CoinDesk. But before we talk about the CoinDesk article, I wanted to actually basically give you all a quick understanding of NFTs. Some of you don't know what that is. And so this is basically a simple explanation courtesy of an article by Carl Marino, who I think did a really good job just quickly summing this up. So in a nutshell, and I quote Mr. Marino, NFTs, also called non-fungible tokens, are bits of data stored on the Ethereum blockchain as tokens. NFTs are usually bought using Ether, which is the cryptocurrency primarily used on the Ethereum blockchain, but are often, but not always, unique. Now, here's what's going on that prompted this, coming from CoinDesk, and I thought this was interesting and rather telling. Now, if you didn't know, an Iranian-born crypto entrepreneur named Sina Estavi purchased an NFT of Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's very first tweet in March of 2021. He paid almost $3 million in cryptocurrency, but $3 million US, for Jack Dorsey's very first tweet, this NFT or non-fungible token. Now, fast forward from March 2021 to last Thursday, basically 5 days ago or so, Mr. Estavi announced on Twitter that he wanted to sell this NFT of Jack Dorsey's very first tweet, and he pledged that 50% of the proceeds that he would make, he thought those proceeds would exceed $25 million, would go to charity. So this auction closed basically, the other day, and only 7 total offers were made on Jack Dorsey's first tweet as an NFT, the highest bid being $277. That's right, not even $280. Now, Mr. Estavi had listed this for sale, this NFT for sale, starting at $48 million. So obviously he didn't exactly get the bids or the profit he was expecting. Remember, he bought this for almost $3 million. So he was expecting that he would get at least $45 million more than what he paid for this NFT, and the highest bid was literally $277.00. Now, Mr. Estavi, though I gotta say this, he appears to be an interesting guy because the CoinDesk article goes into exactly what he's doing here, but he had a crypto venture known as Bridge Oracle and Cryptoland. Both of those collapsed following his arrest in Iran last year, and right now he's in the middle of relaunching the Bridge Oracle tokens, or BRG, which were originally on the Tron blockchain, and that is basically related to the Binance smart chain as well. Now, I have to say, I think NFTs are pretty pointless. I really do. And I think, again, to quote Mr. Carl Marino, who I think summed it up pretty well, and I'm actually paraphrasing him, but this is mostly his quote. And I begin. Many people say that even though NFT art can be right-clicked and downloaded by anyone, the proof of ownership is immortalized on the blockchain. Although this is true, something that many people don't know is that what is actually stored on the blockchain itself is not the actual image you bought, but a link to that image, and therefore it could go down at any time, and all you have left of your $1 million plus art piece is a link that leads nowhere. Also, on top of this, somebody created a website called the NFTbay.org that lets you download literally terabytes of NFTs just to show you how pointless and worthless they really are. Meaning, you have this non-fungible token. The only thing the blockchain is doing with this NFT is showing that you have proof of ownership over this, but anybody can copy it. It's not unique to you. It's not like a single original painting of a Michelangelo that only one person or entity or organization or whatever can own. Anybody can make a copy of it. And if you're thinking, well, Nick, yeah, I can, go to the Louvre and take a picture of the Mona Lisa. Sure. But everybody knows it's a copy. This is what we're talking about here. Who's going to go look this up on the blockchain? Who even cares? This is what we're talking about here. This is not necessarily single unique. And while the technology behind blockchain and NFTs is cool and promising in terms of security and transactions and all of that, remember that Sina Estave paid almost $3 million for the very first tweet that we can all go look for free on Twitter. You can literally go to @Jack and go look at Jack Dorsey's very first tweet. And when he went to sell it, after paying almost $3 million, the best offer he got was $277. And so by virtue of that, I think people are starting to realize this really feels like a scam. Most of these things, as you're looking at it, is you're hoping to basically buy it for $1, sell it for $2, or in Mr. Estavi's case, buy it for $3 million and sell it for $45 million more. And when we're looking at these things, what's really the point? You know, it's not a piece of land. It's not tangible in that way. It's a piece of code that just verifies that you own an image that anybody in their right mind can go ahead and download, apparently from the nftbay.org, or it's probably circulating around the internet. We've all seen those monkey or ape, whatever NFTs. So is this good for the long term in its current state? No. Is the technology promising and cool for other applications? Absolutely. So I'm curious to know what you think of NFTs. Have you bought an NFT? I'd love to know what your experience is. Did you make money on an NFT? Do you think NFTs in their current state are sustainable? I don't, but please feel free to call me an idiot. I'm used to that at this point, thanks to being in the public eye. And so that is your interesting NFT news of the week. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please stay private. Thanks, everyone.